All right, we're in week 5 of year 8, my first season coaching Arizona. A team that's already on the rise as they were bad every year, but in year 7 they made it to the playoffs for the first time since I started Retro Bowl. They lost to Seattle in the wild card round, the team that my Jacksonville team that I turned into a powerhouse after when they were terrible before I took them over. My Jacksonville team would crush Seattle in that championship. Speaking of Seattle, my Arizona team just faced Seattle in week 4 and won very closely. If you're watching now, I hope you actually go back and check out that video. The game is really close. I mean, yeah, the score shows it. But yeah, it was crazy. Really close. All right, let's head over to Cincinnati for week 5. I'm under the impression it's going to be pretty hard. Taiwan Jumper featured on national news today when he visited a children's hospital today. That's awesome. Fan support has gone up. Yeah, their defense is terrible at 2 stars, but they have a 5-star offense. That's why this could actually be tough. I'm gonna choose these jerseys. Yeah, my defense is having difficulty stopping them. Incomplete. 41-yard field goal. They made. Okay. Well, at least we stopped them from scoring the touchdown. That's good news. Puts us in a much better position since they have an easy-to-overcome defense. And to my intended target, number 1 receiver, Hughes. Getting a first down just like that. All right, got some yards there. Okay, come on. That was very catchable. So was that. Those were both very catchable. I guess I'll kick the field goal. 62 yards. I'm sure my kicker can make it. Let's just, kick it accurately. All right, 62 yards. It's good. How the hell did I not... Like, seriously, I mean, those weren't the best passes, but those were both very catchable. How did they not catch them? They forced them to punt. This is why it's actually kind of a surprise I'm actually off to a 4-0 start. My Arizona team is not actually that good. These players are... My offense is a lot less talented than it was with Jacksonville. My defense is also not as good either. Nice catch by the tight end Dean. He was actually my intended target, but it went lower than I would have liked. Oh, come on. Let me do a quarterback sneak, you dumb game. Why do I have to always be in the shotgun in a situation that I want to be in the, the I formation so I could more easily do a quarterback sneak? I had a feeling I shouldn't have sidestepped so far up. Got kind of in position to get hit there. Nice catch by Jumper. I was actually going for, I think Switzer I was going for that time. But my running back Jumper made a good catch. Let's do the quarterback sneak. Got the first down just like that. All right, great catch by the number 2 receiver, Switzer. It was his first catch of the game, and he scores our first touchdown. The first touchdown of the game. All right. If my defense somehow keeps at it, then, I'll be in good position. Otherwise, it's going to be probably a tie game. Yeah. Tight end Dean makes a great catch for the first down. Oh, shit. Did not like that throw. If I threw it higher, somebody probably on my team probably could have caught it, but I didn't. Okay. I wish I had more audibles. I don't like having only 3 receivers to throw, so I want all 4 of them. And that is my intended target, the running back. He seemed to be the most open. Oh my God, I threw it right to him. I can't believe I threw an INT against a team that has such a terrible defense. Now I'm giving them a great opportunity to score on offense with their 5-star offense. I can't throw interceptions against a 2-star defense. That's just bad. I'm lucky that they didn't score any points. That was super lucky. Nice. All right. Am I in position? I don't think I have a choice. I got to kick a field goal. I'm not going to score a touchdown from all the way over here. All right. This is a surprisingly low-scoring game. Cincinnati has a 5-star offense and a 2-star defense, which should mean that this should be a really high-scoring game where we'd be scoring touchdowns back and forth, but shockingly, that just hasn't been the case. A low-scoring game against a team with a really high offense that should be overwhelming my defense, and a team with a bad defense that my offense should be obliterating. But it's a low-scoring game instead. Crazy how that works. That was not a good throw. I threw 2 interceptions against this bad team. If they'd let me have all my receivers on the field, it'd be easier to get somebody open. Damn, I've thrown 2 interceptions against a team that doesn't actually have a good defense. Oh my God, I'm losing now. Good catch by my number 2 receiver, Switzer. Nice sidestep I just did right there. That was good timing. Awesome. I think that's just barely enough for the first down. Yeah. Shit. Good catch by the running back. I was actually going for the tight end, but that works out. My tight end, who's been actually having a really good season, I don't think I've thrown a single pass to him so far. I've thrown some that were intended for him, but they always got caught by somebody else. I almost missed that. Okay. Oh, man, this is tough. You know, if I didn't have make some bad plays earlier, which partially weren't really my own fault, my players are just not as talented as the team I had in Jacksonville. It's crazy that it's a miracle I even had a 4-0 start with this team. But like, the fact is, there were some mistakes I unfortunately made, and we're in this position now. If it wasn't for that, I think I'd be dominating this game, like dominating. Switzer makes another great catch. Okay, I meant to go up towards my primary receiver, but I kind of aimed a little lower, but it went to Switzer, so that worked out. Damn it, these runs up the middle don't seem to ever work. All right, finally threw a pass to Hughes for the first time since, I don't know, some point in the third quarter, early. I wanted to sidestep down more, but for some reason I couldn't. Damn it. Nice catch by Hughes. Oh, yeah, he's scoring. I was actually trying to go for the tight end, but I aimed it a little higher than I meant to, and my number one receiver, Hughes, made a great catch for the touchdown. It's a really close game. I hope my defense stops them again, because if they don't, that could be trouble. Incomplete. I'm legitimately shocked they actually punted it at this point. This is very late in the game. I would have gone for it. Try to get in range for the field goal. Damn it. So I hope I make that. Guess I made a big mistake there. All right, I'll punt it. I hope my defense stops them. I'll be really sad if they don't, though. They make a 17-yard field goal to tie it. We're going to overtime unless I somehow score right here. Nope, instead I got sacked. All right, overtime. Fuck, I can't believe it. I've thrown 3 interceptions. But you can see that where I'm throwing it, the ball is not exactly going where I'm aiming. It goes to show how inaccurate my quarterback actually is. They won it in overtime by field goal because I already had possession. Well, it's a sad loss, but I'll just have to accept it. I didn't play my best game. I'd say Cincinnati didn't either, but they played just a little better. I'd hate to do it, but I'm a criticized team. Sorry. At least my quarterback has leveled up. I gotta increase his accuracy. It's just not good enough, man. When did Dean even catch it? Like, I don't remember my time making a single catch that game, but I guess he did. And finally, one of my receivers actually got 100 yards this time. See, it just goes to show this team just isn't as good. It's a miracle I even actually had a 4-0 start. Accuracy, man. God damn it. Increase catching. I want him to catch better and have decreased chances of fumbling. And kick range. There we go. Now my kicker's perfect. Perfect accuracy, perfect range. The other attributes he has don't actually matter. My defensive coordinator has leveled up. That's pretty neat. This next game's a big one, though. I'm going against Atlanta. Atlanta's off to a 3-2 start. They're doing really good this year. Atlanta is the first team I coached. I coached them back when I first started. I took over after Atlanta was off to a 5-10 start. I took over Atlanta in the final week and got them an upset overtime win over Tampa Bay to be 6-10. Then I actually doubled their win total, giving him a 12-4 record in year 2, which was good enough to be a wild card as New Orleans took the division at 12-3-1. We unfortunately got whooped by Minnesota in the wild card round. But in year 3, we went 15-1, clinched home field advantage, and completely destroyed Minnesota in the divisional round, dominated Green Bay in the NFC Championship, and dominated Houston in the Retro Bowl Championship. After that, took over Jacksonville, improved them from absolutely terrible. They had I think they were maybe 3-13 or 4-12. They were really bad. But I improved them to be 8-8, and missed the playoffs, unfortunately. But in year 5, I made them 11-5, win their division, number 3 seed. Beat Cleveland closely in the wild card round. Pretty comfortably beat New England in the divisional round, a team that I beat for the first time in the regular season earlier that year. Beat Baltimore, won at Baltimore, on the road at Baltimore, very closely in the AFC Championship, as Baltimore was number 1 seed at 13-3. Unfortunately, I choked in the Retro Bowl Championship and lost to Los Angeles 52-28. Then in year 6, my Jacksonville team clinched home field advantage at 14-2. Won closely against Cleveland in the divisional round. Had a rematch of the AFC Championship by going against Baltimore, who this time was the 3rd seed instead of the 1 seed. I was the 3rd seed in year 5. Baltimore was the 1 seed. I won at Baltimore. Now Baltimore is the 3rd seed in year 6, and I was the 1 seed. So I had to go against Baltimore at home in the AFC Championship in year 6. So 2 straight AFC Championships with my Jacksonville team going against Baltimore. In year 6, I had barely beat Baltimore in overtime in the AFC Championship. Unfortunately, once again, I didn't put up my best performance against Philadelphia in the National Championship. But then year 7 came, I went 15-1. I was just completely dominant with my Jacksonville team. Clinched home field advantage. In the divisional round, I completely destroyed Miami. And then in the AFC Championship, I won pretty comfortably against Kansas City. And then in the Retro Bowl Championship, I completely destroyed Seattle. With my job well done, and I was satisfied, I've left Jacksonville, and now I'm coaching Arizona. But this is big. My next game, I'll be going against my first team. Now, previously, in year 4, when I coached Jacksonville, I had to face Atlanta late in the season and lost very closely. If I had won that game, I would have actually been able to fight for the final playoff spot and probably got it, because the last team I had to go against was Indianapolis, and they sucked. But because I lost to Atlanta, I had no chance of making the playoffs. This time, I'm 4-1. Atlanta is 3-2. We're both off to strong starts. Atlanta is going to be tough. They're going to be tough. I mean, after I had left Atlanta, their defense actually improved a little from when I was there before, even though their defense was already really good. Their offense got worse, but now look at that. Their offense has improved, and their defense has actually gotten worse. But overall, they're really good now. So this will be tough, but it's a game I could win, and I hope I do so.